What did you like about the composer?
Having watched the opening sequence of the composer, two things stood out for me. The first was the use of light in the scene. There was a real opposition between light and dark. In the very first scene, you saw one door that was backlit and one that was completely black. And that then kind of was followed through with the female detective. Either she was in the light or she was in the darkness. There was a real distinction. And for me, that helped create a lot of tension. It made me think, what's going on? Why can I only see a real small part of the screen at times? And it made me think, what more is there to find out? Where's the mystery? The other thing I really liked was the build-up of the music. So it starts very, very quietly, and it gets louder and louder and louder until it's dominating in the final scene. And that kind of gentle build, but gentle but inevitable, also made me feel like something's going to happen. There's tension here. It's going to explode.
Did you understand what was happening in the opening sequence?
I did understand, yeah. So we had a female detective who was obviously working on quite an important case, and she was constantly being disturbed by this guy next door who seemed to be asleep but had this music playing. And it seemed to me that towards the end he was struggling to control that music himself.
Does the film appeal to you as a psychological genre?
Definitely. I think the most important thing was that it left a lot of questions unanswered, kind of drew me in. It reminded me a bit of Black Swan, with the sense of an instability of a character, somebody who couldn't quite control themselves. It started to make me question what's real and what's not real. So that definitely was appealing. Plus it had overtones of kind of film noir detective kind of fiction, with this detective obviously working on a really important case. I was a big fan of Seven, so that kind of reminded me of that.
What was your favourite part of the opening sequence?
I think my favourite part was as she drummed her fingers on the table. That's something I do, so it gave a real sense of her frustration building. Plus, that made me listen into the music even more. The drumming was just about louder than the music, but quite quickly the music became louder than her. So that made me think something's happening, coming out of her control. For me, that really summed up the whole scene.
Thank you.